So what is going on, guys? This is Ryan here and welcome to my special 300k video. I want to start by saying thank you very much for 300,000 subscribers. You're actually 320k now. Just saying. Yep. Thanks for that inner thoughts. You're welcome. And I thought of many different ways to actually celebrate this milestone, guys. You know, I could have done like a vlog, just talking to the camera, kind of what I'm doing now, but I honestly thought I should do something a little bit different. I should take you guys in a behind the scenes in how I actually make my videos. A lot of you guys have been asking questions like, how do you do the editing? How do you do the thumbnails? Things like that. And I thought, hey, I may as well give you guys a step-by-step breakdown, talk about the different softwares I also use to do this, and pretty much show you guys roughly how I do it as well. I think it might be interesting, and it'll let you guys see how much work sometimes goes into each and every video. I just want to start by saying as well that it's not going to be a complete step-by-step because I think that would take way too long to do because I use some of the inner tools, but what I will be briefing over, as I've said before, is the software, everything else you can do within that, and if you learn it, guys, there's no reason why you as well can't make videos exactly how I do. But nonetheless, it will still be a detailed look at the softwares and things like that I'm using. So I'm going to begin really at the square one point of this, and I'm going to work my way through the different steps. Initially, when I record my games and things like that, a lot of people use like screen capture softwares and things like that, but me personally, I use an Elgato game capture. But the way they capture is absolutely amazing. It's a bit of a weird way to set it up. Basically, what you've got to do is you've got to run a HDMI cable from the back of my computer into the Elgato, and then in the output, I run that into a monitor, and it pretty much captures exactly whatever I'm seeing at screen at that given time. And that's great. That's how I capture my games. I never really seem to face any lag. Sometimes when I use things like some kind of screen capturing software, it can slow down the game performance quite a lot, but this seems to be a great solution to that, and that's how I do that process. The camera I use is what? Hang on a sec. I'd already thought about this before. This mirror is disgusting. So here's the camera I'm actually using, guys. It is a Canon 600D with a small little flip screen there so I can see exactly what I'm recording. Man, this is hard to work the camera like this. I can't see what I'm doing. And as you can see on top of that, I have an awesome little ring light. I recently bought this and it's amazing. And man, I think it's great. And just to the side, actually, I guess this is going to come in handy. If I flip it that way, you can see I also have a humongous light to get the light on this side of my face as well. And that's pretty much how I do it, man. It works absolute wonders when I'm recording. Sometimes, you know, when you can use natural light, it doesn't give the best results. You can't really control, like when the sun comes out. It might be a horrible day, but with this, it doesn't matter. You create your own, well, yeah, you don't create your own weather, but your own lighting. Should really script this video. Yeah, I know I messed up. Okay, guys, quick timeout. I thought I should probably show you as well what I'm working with on my desk, because I actually didn't do that in the video when I recorded it. So I used the Shure SM7B to record all of my microphone-based work. It's actually a really, really good microphone. I really am glad I picked this one up. Nothing special here, just this is a Samsung monitor. Hang on, I think I'm out of focus. So this one here is a Samsung, and then the one here is LG. This monitor is about 6 years old. This one here is about a year old. Only recently been able to upgrade to the 2-monitor setup. I use some Astros for all audio editing and just listening to music and really just well, I use headphones. In terms of a mouse, it's just, I think it's a Razer Absys. I think that's how you pronounce Absys. It looks like it should be Abyssus, but I think it's Absys. I use a Razer Chroma Black Widow, I think it's called. Really awesome keyboard, mechanical as well. Recently picked this one up, really appreciate. What? My audio runs into this thing here. This is an audio interface, the Focusrite Forte. Word of warning, don't get this thing. It's absolutely terrible. I need to upgrade or actually downgrade. This one's the expensive one, but the cheaper one works better than this. Like, what? And I have to record audio on this here. This is a MacBook. It's actually what I got when I graduated university, so this came in really handy. I have to literally use my PC to record the gameplay, this camera here to do all the recording on my face, and then that afterwards to record the audio, and then I have to like take everything all back over onto my computer, do all the editing and stuff like that. It's not that bad. It sounds worse than it is, but hey. And yeah, so that's pretty much what I work with. So I'm going to save the actual software and the rest of the process now, guys, to once I'm talking about all the inner stuff, which you guys will see very soon. But in the meantime, I just want to explain briefly the whole step-by-step guide and what goes into making a video. So firstly, you got to find the game to play. I mean, how else are you going to record the video? Once you've found the game, what I personally do, I always check over it, make sure it's going to be appropriate. I mean, appropriateness doesn't really matter. I'll just but I mean, like, can I play this and will I find it entertaining when I'm recording? If so, I'll definitely record that video. But what I always do as well, I'll talk about this more in depth as well. I'll make like little objectives. I'll talk about that. I keep saying I'll talk about that stuff. Record the game, edit the game, upload to YouTube, make the thumbnail, we're done. That's the entire process. About 5 steps go into it. It's more the inner things that seem to go in and connect, which make those steps a lot more in depth. So let's begin at first with recording the video. So the first step, guys, to making any video is, of course, recording it. But I don't just record videos, I also make goals when I'm doing so. For instance, I like to kind of always get to some kind of objective by the end of it, because that's the way I find that videos flow the best. What I'll do generally is, if it's like an indie game, I'll probably play it for about 20 to 40 minutes if I can actually beat the objective, or maybe even longer if it takes me longer. But typically when it comes to these sorts of games like Subnautica, No Man's Sky, like you're seeing right on screen just here, I'll play for about 2 to 4 hours at any given time to try and make sure I get some good objectives per video, and make sure really just well, the videos are really epic in their scale. And generally, if I don't get like an objective, I'll probably just try and make it as entertaining as I can by doing something else, like a side objective. Some of these objectives, they can take really long. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Whew. But that's typically the kind of motive I have behind making these videos, and really how I do them. So what you guys are seeing now is a time-lapse version of pretty much how I edit my videos. Yeah, this is the software I use. I've cut out the step where I just sync up everything because, you know, that's a self-explanatory process. What you're seeing now is a really fast version of how I cut and edit. This video that you're seeing on screen was actually 1 hour and 10 minutes, and I cut this down to 15 minutes, removing all of the boring bits, and pretty much I'll watch myself play the game again. Yeah. So much fun. There'll be little portions of silence in there as well where I don't really do much, or say if I'm heading from like A to B, I know nothing really interesting is going to happen. I'm just going to skip ahead. And what I call this phase is the rough cut. This probably isn't the I don't know, the word that people use, the professionals or something, but it's what I like to call it. And I will pretty much do this for the whole process. And then comes on to step 2. So I've cut the whole thing in a rough cut. Now I go back to the very start again. Yeah, I watched the video like twice in a row. And then what I'll do is I'll add all the different zooms and things like that. So on the left-hand side of the screen, you can probably see that there keeps appearing these little kind of tiny white dots. These are what's called keyframes, okay? And this is inside the software Adobe Premiere Pro, if I've not said that before. You have to set like a marker in like position space or something, and then say 3 frames down the line, you then move that value. And I have to do every single zoom you see. Yeah, I have to do that. And all the things you're seeing added as well underneath the little kind of rectangle lines. That's like music. That might be a sound effect. And you know, it's a lot of work that goes into it, but I'll watch the whole thing back through. I don't know. I'll find a point to like zoom in where I'm saying something funny, I might be saying something quirky. I mean, I might as well emphasize it after in post as well. That's what I'll do. This part takes significantly longer than the first part. This probably takes, I would say, anywhere between 2 to 6 hours, depending on what video I'm doing. What you're seeing here is the end result of a timeline. Yep. It's quite a lot, but you know what? I mean, I get like satisfaction out of doing this at the end of the day. Like crafting this into more than just a video is what I love to do. And you know, I also use other things to do the zooms and stuff. Like I might take the software out of Premiere Pro. I might use it in After Effects as well, where you can do like the advanced motion graphics, things like that. So what you want to use, Premiere Pro and After Effects. I don't use any plugins to do any of my effects. I do it all by hand, every single zoom for every single video. It's not like, I don't know, like a click and drag thing. Unfortunately, guys, us as editors, we don't have the privilege of just clicking edit my video. If we did, I would be utilizing that and making like 5 videos a day. That's pretty much the editing side, and now we're going to be moving over to the thumbnail, and you're going to be seeing some thumbnail action right now. Okay guys, so we're heading over to Photoshop now, and this is where I like to get really creative. So here you can see me kind of working away. What I typically like to do is use things like layer masks, and some good things to learn as well, guys, are the different layer types. I can't remember exactly what they're called, but you've got things like normal, multiply, screen, all the different things like that. It's located in the top right-hand corner, just above all of your layers. It's a really, really powerful feature. And also utilizing things like blending options and stuff like that. And then also, it's always good to research and just look at how to pose things in a thumbnail, because, I mean, that's how you make these awesome looking thumbnails, and you can choose the best spot from like when you're playing the game and you see that kind of iconic moment appear. And that's it. Well, I say that's it. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. I mean, that's it. That's what goes into every single video that I make on this channel. Sometimes I do 2 a day. I managed to make 7 of these a week. It does require 7 days of the week as well to actually get all of them done, because they are very time consuming. But as I keep saying, it's so worth it, man. I love being able to kind of craft a different person and let the editing almost become like my second ego, if you know what I mean, like coming in doing the different stuff. So I just want to say again, thank you so much for all the support you've been doing, or giving even. Why did I say doing? It means a lot, and it shows that me putting all this hard work in goes appreciated, and that's just such an amazing thing to experience. Knowing that I'm making these videos and things like that for you guys, and some of the comments, they're so kind. I hear about me helping people with different problems. I hear about me just like, you know, on a birthday, they're like, this is a cool present. You know, I can reply to a comment and things like that. It's just amazing, and I really hope as well that I've actually inspired some people, and I hope some people watching this video as well can just derive some kind of personal inspiration, so that maybe they want to do this and they've never knew how to. So that's pretty much it. It's a great process, and I just hope you guys did enjoy this whole video making this. It's been fun, and man, I'm only just getting started here. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. It's been actually really enjoyable to rewatch myself making a video. I sometimes forget myself as well how much work I put into these. It's cool to see again, and this is going to be really awesome to see down the line as well. Just like, I don't know, every single one of these videos putting that effort in, it's just great to see. But guys, hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you of course did, why not drop me that like rating? And hey, if you're new around here, why not subscribe for more videos just like this one right here? And of course guys, the awesome indie games. Change the outro, why? So thank you so much for watching this video guys. I of course hope you did enjoy, and I will of course see you on the next one.